Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name's Jakara, and in this video I'm going to be doing some updates to the kitchen here in my apartment in France. So if you're going to see what I get up to and how things transform, then just stay tuned.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly, look in my eyes.
Alright you guys, so this is going to be a two-part series for now because I'm going to have to break things up a little bit in this video. So this video is going to focus on some of the more major construction aspects of the renovation or the makeover, and then the second part will be focused more on the decorating or the interior design of the makeover. So the first thing I have to do though is I have to move this refrigerator and this cabinet and move all this stuff out of the way so that I can start painting the floor. Yes, you heard me, right? Painting the floor. So let me show you what we're working with. Okay, you guys, so I have to move all of this out of the way because I have to be able to get under this chimney into the chimney flue area. But I'm going to be painting this area underneath here and then putting these things back so I can then complete the rest of the floor. But I'll show you what I'm going to be painting the floors. I did try a few sample spots. There's one place right there. So it's this blue-gray color that I'm going to be using on the floor. I just tested it in different spots to see if it would stick. Here it is over by the bathroom, by the living room. Not sure how this is gonna turn out overall, but I have to get rid of this yucky looking floor. I mean, it is my dream to have a wood floor in here or a vinyl wood floor or something like that so that, you know, it looks more natural. But until I can afford that, this is what we're doing. And I want to get this section painted off here and dry so that I can get under there and start doing what I need to do to cover up this hole here in the chimney flue. Now it is covered. I mean, there's nothing, like you can't see up into the chimney or anything like that, but I don't like this space here. So I'm going to cover that up. But let me move this stuff out of the way first. All right, so I have my first fail of this project because this side is concrete and I'm not going to be able to drill into this. I can drill something into the wall and try to like sit it here to cover, but I'm not going to be able to get anything onto this. I would have to stick it on with like liquid nails or something like that, and I don't have that. So yeah, this is just going to have to remain what it is until I can get something to improve it. I mean, like I said, it is covered up, but it's not to my liking, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so I finished this section. I might put a second coat on, maybe not, because this is high traffic paint and there won't be any traffic in this area. And I like the way it looks now. It's very, smooth, concentrated. It doesn't look patchy or anything like that. At least I can't see any patches. If I do, I'll add a second coat, but it's really just to cover the floor, so when I put the cabinet and the refrigerator and the other cart over it, it doesn't look like just this other floor. So it just kind of blends into what the rest of the floor is going to look like. For those of you who are yelling at the screen saying, why didn't you mop it? Why didn't you? It is mopped, you guys. It's mopped. And it still gets stains like that. Like, I can't get these stains up. I can't get this linoleum clean. So that is the whole point of me painting the floor. Like I said, if I had enough money to get a nice little wood floor, I would, but I don't have it. So this was the alternative. Paint is always cheaper than trying to put in a new floor. So this is a temporary situation. This is literally putting lipstick, well, not literally, but it's like putting lipstick on a peg until I can afford to do something better. And hopefully it will hold up over time until I can get that new flooring put in. So anyway, on to the next. All right, you guys, so I got this kitchen cabinet in the as-is section at IKEA the last time I was here. I was originally going to put an oven in it, one of those IKEA ovens, but I realized it was too big of a cabinet and I don't really need an oven. So not really. I don't cook like that. And plus I have a microwave oven that's like a convection oven as well. So don't really need it. But it's good for storage and I don't have feet for it. So for some reason I thought that they sold it with this box and I thought there were feet in here, but they're not feet in here. So I'm going to have to create something to kind of elevate the cabinet a little bit off the floor so it doesn't, just sitting right on the floor. So I had these scraps of wood, which I always save my scraps of wood because I use them all the time. And I'm going to make like this box. It's not quite... The wood is just not quite long enough for me to do it all the way across, but I can make a good solid rectangle in the middle so that it can sit steady and be off the floor. So that's what I'm going to do now. I do have to cut that one to size over there, but I'm going to be screwing these pieces together and then I can sit it upright and get it off the floor. All right, you guys, now that I got this base done, I'm going to attach it to the bottom of this cabinet. And then I should be okay as far as, having everything stable and off the floor. So I'm going to do that now. All right, can you see now what I was trying to say? The bottom of this cabinet is not sitting directly on the floor. So that way if, something spills or if it floods or something like that, I mean, I have a little bit of a space between the floor and the cabinet. Hopefully that won't ever happen, but just in case. It's not exactly tall enough to be a, what do you call it, like the kick plate underneath the cabinets, but you know, this isn't a traditional kitchen anyway, so it's just gonna be what it is. And I think I'm bringing it up high enough too so that I can level it with the countertop that I'm gonna be putting over the top of this cabinet and the refrigerator. So yeah, so hopefully this will be fine. All right, so the floor is now dry. So I'm gonna put all of these appliances and things back over here. But before I do, I have to put something to support the countertop on this wall. So I'm gonna try to measure that and then attach the little support piece, and then I can put my countertop up. So let's do that. Everything is in place. I like the way this is like flush with the stainless steel. I had to kind of piece together a couple pieces. This one is a little bit off, but that's okay. We can work with what we got. And so that is the countertop. I'm gonna stain this countertop probably in the next video. Maybe this video, we'll see if I don't run out of time. But so far it's looking good. Yesterday I did some more of the floor on this side. And so today I am gonna finish the whole floor. But I have to kind of plan it out because I need a pathway to get to the living room. So I'm gonna do this side of the table first up to the windowsill, and then once that dries I'll move everything on this side and then do the other side before I go to bed. And that way it'll all be dry in the morning. I had this leftover stain from when I was remodeling or redecorating the living room, and also the shelf in the bathroom. So it just has this warmth to it that I really like. I tried this other stain here. It's a little bit more grayish ashy colored, and I don't really like that. So I'm gonna go with, I hope I have enough to do this whole countertop. So wish me luck. I don't know, what is this color? I don't even know what the color is anymore. Where is it? Yeah, Tic de Java? I don't know. Whatever, it's a French brand. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and stain this countertop and while the floor is drying, and at least we'll get a jump on that for now. So I got most of it done, but I ran out of stain. So I tried to do as much of the front and the part that's mostly exposed, and then the part that's going to be covered by the microwave is there. So hopefully I can get back to the hardware store to get some more stain and finish this, but nothing I can do about it right now. I do like the warmth of the countertop color in contrast to the coolness of the floor. And then even, you look, it's like white and blue, but then there's gray. So there's a lot of cool colors going on. So the countertop, the baskets, the copper pot, even the table all have that warmth in it. So, and even like here, you can see this warm color here. So I'm trying to bring in the warmth when I can. And then I'm going to bring in a contrasting warm color. Well, it's contrasting in the sense that it's just a different brightness level, I guess. But it is complementary to the color blue. So if you know what the complementary colors of blue are, then you know what color I'm going to be bringing in here as accents. But anyway, I am pleased with the way this looks, except for this part. I gotta get more stains, so hopefully I can get back to the hardware store before it's all said and done, before I leave, and get that done. So the next part, other than finishing the floor, so I have to build shelves behind here so that I can put, you can see this like gap here, back behind here. I want to build shelves up so that I can put like my spices and, you know, my oils and things like that, and then cover that gap as well. And then that would kind of, I'm not going to have a splashback or, you know, backsplash because I don't have the materials right now. If I can get to the store, again, you guys, I'm limited because I don't have a car and I haven't figured out the bus system here yet. So if I can figure out the bus system to get to the hardware store to get the materials that I need, or if a friend of mine in town can give me a ride, that would make things so much easier. But until then, I'm going to use what I have and try to make these shelves. And yeah, and then finish the floor. And I think it will wrap things up in this video. have something back there to cover that gap to keep things from falling behind this cart. It will be stained as well, but I'm also going to be doing a backsplash here in the future, probably in my next video if I can get the materials. So there will be a backsplash back there to cover up any other gaps. So this is just kind of preliminary work so that I can get the backsplash up there. And that's going to be a huge project. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, at least this is on here. I'm going to hopefully get some stain and finish the stain on these things and then maybe seal it with some wax, like some beeswax or something. The stain is not food grade, so I can't like prepare chopped food on this countertop, but it is good for a work surface. So that's all I really needed. I needed more than just this cart as a work surface, and I got it. So pretty pleased. I installed this bar underneath here, which I'm going to extend all the way to cover the refrigerator too. But for now, I just did it right here. And this is a table runner that I have that I just draped over, just so you can get the concept of what I'm trying to do. I want to cover up this garbage can and all this storage underneath here. Unfortunately, this table runner isn't long enough, but you can kind of see the vision where there's going to be fabric draped there, and this yellow is the color that I'm going to pick as the complementary color to all the blue, and it'll fit in with the gray as well, kind of similar to my hallway. If you haven't seen that video, yeah, my hallway or foyer is yellow, so I want to pick up the colors from the foyer in here. I wish I could have found 2 of these. It would have been perfect, but I only was able to find 1. I have another similar colored thing that I might use. I'll show you. It's this dress that's like a yellow dress, but if you can kind of envision that, you know, it will be covered up with maybe not this gingham print, but, you know, I don't mind the gingham print, but yeah, this is probably a better representation of the color that I want, but we'll see. I'm still on the hunt for the fabric for this project underneath here, but in the meantime, I can at least cover up the garbage can. Make it look a little bit more presentable. I just wish I had 2 of those pieces of that table runner, but and alas, I couldn't find but 1. The biggest transformation I had in this room is this floor. I'm really happy with it. I think the color of the floor really flows in to the foyer. So that, you know, I picked that kind of gray color out of the tile in the foyer, and also it flows into the bathroom floor tile as well. Pretty coordinated. Obviously it goes with the blue of the door and the blue of the trim and of my armoire here, my pantry armoire. And I'm trying to like bring in some, like I said, some of those warm colors with the yellow, with the dark brown or medium brown tones. The baskets, there's going to be copper pots, all the things that are going to make it more cozy and warm in here, and not just this like clinical looking gray box. The walls I will have to address in the next video, because then I'm going to start hanging things on the walls as well, and then add some curtains, some yellow curtains. I think it's coming together here. Like I said, I'm going to create a backsplash. I'm going to have shelves, open shelving under there as well to store some things. but I'm pretty pleased with how everything turned out. So far, I think this is a dramatic change from the before. And this little work area over here is more functional for me now. All right, you guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I know it's kind of frustrating when you can't get the full reveal at the end, but I have to break this up into 2 parts. So hopefully in the next part, definitely in the next part, I will have all the things done, and this place will be, the kitchen will be decorated and looking cute. And I just wanted to get through all the construction stuff in this video, all the building and painting and all that stuff. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I hope you come back for the next one to see how this all turns out. I really appreciate all of your support and your encouragement, and I'm gonna start doing a new thing called a shout out. I want to shout out all the Texans who subscribe to me. Eventually I will do individual shout outs, but for right now I'm gonna say hi to all the Texans. You guys really are showing up in my comments, and I really appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you really who comment and who have subscribed. And as I said before, you have actually changed my life. You have actually made a difference in this channel and my life. So thank you. Mwah. And anyway, I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. And if you are so inclined, if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I upload my next video. Until I see you next time, take care.